it's Brianna, the Realty Chick.
And Wes, Virginia Mortgage Guy.
Woohoo! And we're here holding an open house in Lake Holiday.
Yep.
At
711 Masters Drive.
Yep. So it's a beautiful house, and we're holding an open house. So we thought while we were here, we would share some tips about open house. Oh, are you recording that one? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. So we thought while we're doing open house, we'll share some tips on open houses. So one of the tips would be cut the grass, because you definitely want to have good curb appeal when people are driving up to your house.
Yeah. On that topic, I did an open house last week. They cut the grass, but they left all the clumps. It's been raining, so it was super tall. Mm-hmm. Luckily, they had a rake in the back, so I just grabbed it. But it's the little things. I mean, if people don't even want to get out of the car, then your open house is not going to be successful. That
is true. That's very true. So make sure that curb appeal is so important, because like you said, if they pull up and they don't even get out of the house, then you're not getting them in your house.
No so. Yeah, step 2, clear away clutter. That sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't do it. So if you have, trash is one thing, but just things that you don't need, especially you want to depersonalize as much as you can. Something small that people don't think about, having all your pictures and magnets and things on your refrigerator. Just take those off, put them in a box. You're not throwing them away. They're still yours. Those memories are yours, but it's not something that buyers want to see. They want to envision what their life is going to be like in the house, not yours.
Yeah, that's very well put. I like that. That's right. And then also stage your house if it is vacant. So if you have if you've already moved out, or you really don't have much stuff going on in your house, staging it can really bring a really good appeal to the house. And there's professional stagers, or you can even stage it yourself. So you have some options there, but staging definitely is a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Our next step, this is a good one. Make sure your pets are not present. Yes. We all love animals, right? But just to have a strange cat just, or I've seen some people, they'll just lock it in the garage or the attic, and you still hear the cat. Also, along with pets, if there's any pet odor, maybe you're kind of, what is it called? Smell blind.
Used to it. You get used to it. Yeah.
But if there's a litter box, just make sure it's not in the house the day of the open house.
Yeah, it's very cool. All right. Poor cat's in the attic.
I know.
That's sad. Okay. Okay, let's see here. And then the next one would be, don't be at your open house. So I know it is your open house, but let your realtor, let your mortgage dude, let whoever's going to be there present your house for you, because you being there can make your potential buyers really uneasy, and sometimes it's kind of weird, and especially if they don't follow them around and
just
show them the house. Creep. Don't be creeping. So definitely just don't be at your house during an open house is the best way to do it.
And that's also a good way to not get honest feedback. They're not going to say something negative that you probably need to hear to spare your feelings. So just go hang out somewhere for a couple hours. On that, the best time to hold an open house is between 11 to 5 p.m. That's typically when people are out, especially on a Sunday, like church is kind of over. So while they're out, let's go swing by a couple of open houses. I've seen some on during the weekdays.
Okay.
I think traffic's a little slower, but maybe you had bad weather that weekend, so you wanted to make sure people had an opportunity. Or if you live in a neighborhood where there's schools close by, maybe people will stop by on their way home from picking their kid up. So just be strategic, but 11 to 5 is typically when you see them.
Okay, very cool. And then another one, which is another one of those obvious things, is clean your house. But some people are again used to their house looking a certain way, and you have to think of it as an outsider's perspective looking in your house. You know, just clean, make sure your floors are clean, you know, as little details, you know, dusting, just little details, you know, even like your kitchen, you know, just make sure you don't have crumbs still left on your, you know, on your kitchen countertop. So it just, you know, just clean your house. You can get a professional cleaner to come clean your house if you don't have the time to do it, or you can clean it yourself, but definitely just kind of go through your house and see what you can clean up.
Yeah, it's tough with kids. Yeah,
it is tough with kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, our next step, odors. We kind of talked about, but yeah, you can use a diffuser. You can get the plug-ins. You can have candles. I would probably blow them out before people come over. Another trick I've seen is, we were talking about this earlier, like take a cup of bleach and put it behind the toilet. Like you can't see it, but that smell of bleach kind of gives you a sense of not freshness, but very, you know, clean. Yeah, just make sure your house doesn't stink.
Yes, no stinky houses. That's a big turn off. Yeah, so if people think your house stinks, they will just be totally turned off by it and be like, nope, this isn't for me. So don't let an odor and a smell deter people from wanting to buy your house. And then the last thing we have for open house tips, open your blinds. So open your windows, bring the light in. It just makes it look roomier and happier. So open up your windows would be the next one.
It's probably another good reason why we have it between 11 and 5.
Oh yeah, because the sun's out. See, there you go. So, and then we also have why it's important to hold an open house.
Yeah, for one thing, people don't always have time during the week to schedule things, you know, after they get off work. They could not even know that your house is for sale, but seeing an open house sign as they're driving by, you know, balloons. I've seen people bring in, you know, bouncy houses, something to attract them. It gets their attention. They don't have to schedule an appointment. They can kind of go in as they see fit when their schedule allows and just kind of tour the place. They know you're not going to be there. They know it's going to be staged well. Yeah, you're just going to get a lot of exposure that you wouldn't normally have if you didn't hold them.
Yeah. And then last thing would be your drive-by buyers.
Yeah.
So these are the people that are just driving around and they just happen to see an open house sign. And actually a lot of people do that. They'll actually be like, oh, you know, hey, I didn't even know this house was for sale. This is kind of what we're looking for. This is so cool. Let's go in this open house. So those drive-bys, you wouldn't get any drive-bys if you didn't have an open house, because then they wouldn't know that your house is for sale. And again, that's another reason why you would want to hold an open house. But yeah, so we just wanted to touch base on those things since we are holding an open house. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask us.
Yeah.
And contact us. And yeah, so.
And come see us today.
Come see us. We're here at Lake Holiday. All you have to do is tell the person at the gate that you're here to see an open house, and then you can come on in and check this house out. So yeah, and then also under the video, leave any comments or questions and we will get back to you. So thanks for listening.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Bye.